All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening for this special edition of Data Analytics Introduction class. Um, we're really happy to have you here, and my name is Grace Oluwalola. As you'll have seen my name there, and I'm going to be your host this evening. I'm going to be taking you through a few things. I'm not the one that is going to be taking the session. You already know that the CEO of Success Image International will be doing that. But before runner, I miss John, and I'm going to just usher him in. So I want to say a huge welcome to everyone and thank you for joining us. You are the reason why we're here, and we're glad to be here, and we promise to always show up from time to time when we have to. So before we start, I'll just want to say, if you have not introduced yourself, please introduce yourself as we go on. So I want to call in the facilitator for today, and I will just read a short bio for him. It will be good for us to know who he is and what he has done, what he's doing, and then I will bring him on. So um, just a minute. So I will just a bit about our facilitator today, who also is a CEO of Success Image International, the organizer of this webinar. Terry Omodibo is a seasoned brand and career leadership coach, is a business strategist and global speaker with over 20 years of cross-industry experience, spanning information technology, real estate, FMCG, and consulting. He has coached more than 1,000 professionals in leadership development, sales and marketing, digital branding, data and business analysis, and research writing. Terry holds a master's degree in international business with data analytics from the University of Ulster, UK, and was nominated for the prestigious Sergio Obando Award for exceptional academic performance during a study. He's a certified coach and trainer, a member of Forbes Black, and is passionate about helping organizations drive sustainable growth through data driven insights while developing the next generation of global leaders. Terry is happily married to his wife Fumi, and they're blessed with lovely children. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with me the convener of this great session tonight and our speaker, Mr. Terry Omodibo, for his session. If you can just use your emoji, since we can't clap, let's use that emoji to welcome him. Over to you, Terry. Glad to have you here.
Thank you so much, Grace. I appreciate that. Thank you, Peter. I can see that. Thank you, Tunde. Thank you, Success. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I see the emojis. Thank you, everyone, for that. Thank you, Grace, for being a good host. All right. Okay. Thank you, everyone who has joined this call tonight. It's the beginning of the year, and a lot of people are still putting a lot of things together, but that's fine. All right, so we just felt, okay, this has to go on today. All right, I guess this particular webinar is designed for one person, just someone, all right, who is willing to pivot, someone who is willing to start on a new slate this 2026, someone who is ready and willing to change their trajectory 2026 so that they understand the information that is really, really needed today. All right, so that at least by the end of 2026, there won't be excuses. Okay. All right. A lot of people set goals at the beginning of the year, but we know that at the end of the year, if you want to review how many people set goals and have and pursue their goals and have their goals met, you can count just a few. But celebrate yourselves, right? You can celebrate yourselves in the comment for making it to today's webinar. Celebrate yourself in the comment. Just say, I celebrate myself. Put it in the comments, say, I celebrate myself. It is not easy, all right? Some people look at so many things. They look at the data, they look at so many schedules that they have. Some don't prioritize what they need to prioritize. But the truth is that the world is not waiting for anyone, all right? The world is moving so fast. All right, so those who get caught up, all right, unawares, they lose out. But those who understand what they need to do, understand where they need to go, understand the information that they need, all right, to get to their next level, all right, they put themselves together and then they jump in on those information and make good of their lives. That's just the truth. It is what it is. So celebrate yourself. So put in the comments. Only one person put in the comments. Thank you, success for that. Only one person said, I celebrate myself. Put it in the comments, say, I celebrate myself for making it today. It's not easy. All right. So thank you, everyone. Yeah. Colin said, I celebrate myself. Good. At least if you don't celebrate some other people, celebrate yourself. All right. Grace says, I celebrate myself, of course. Absolutely. So celebrate yourselves, all right, for being here. All right. It's not easy. Thank you so much for being that. So without wasting too much time, because the time is already running very fast, I have a lot to cover, right? I have a lot to cover to this. I'm just going to share my slide. Yeah, thank you, Fumi. Fumi says, I celebrate myself. You can add more things, all right? Yeah, okay. So I'll just share my slide right away and then run us through the information today. So what I encourage you to do is please take notes, right? You need to take some notes. Don't just be the listener only. You need to put some things into action, all right? I'll be sharing loads of information today that I believe that you need. All right. So, but you now have to now take those information and run with it. Now, in the course of the conversation, if anything resonates with you, in the course of the conversation, please don't fail to put it in the comments. All right. If you have questions, please drop it in the comments. I'll take them as we go. You don't have to wait till question and answer at the end of the day. All right. Just drop it in the comment section. I will take them as we go. All right. The whole idea is to be able to pass the information to you. All right, as needed. Okay, so and of course, communication is both ways. So I will really, really appreciate an interactive class. I don't like to speak for too long and then don't have that feedback. So I will all celebrate an interactive class. So sometimes just share something in the comments and I'll read it back to you. All right. Thank you so much again for joining. So let me share my slides right away and then we'll just go through what we have today. If you can see my slide, you can see my slides now. Just put it in the comments. I can see your slide. I can see your slides. Okay. Put in the comments. I can see your slides so that I am not talking to myself. Am I not seeing the comments? Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me be sure you can see it. All right. Let me be sure you can see it. Yeah. Beautiful. Right. You can see my slide. Beautiful. Now, let's hit it from the beginning. Let's go from the beginning now. All right. So our conversation is centered around breaking into how to transition into data analysis and business intelligence. Now, I always tie both together because one leads to another. They're like siblings, all right? They're like brother and sister. They're like sister and sister. They're like siblings. So how do you transition into data analysis and business intelligence so that you can be able to land juicy job roles? Now, even if you have no tech background, it doesn't really matter whether you have a tech background or you don't have, whether you know how to program, whether you know how to code, it doesn't really matter. We have gone past those age of coding. We're in another phase. I will run through all that as we go. So that's the whole idea of today's conversation. Okay. Um, so what do we expect from today? What do we expect? We'll share how data has evolved. So you're going to see how data has evolved. Understand what data roles really look like today, all right? What does data roles really look like today? Then, of course, you're going to learn how people with non-tech backgrounds break into this space, all right? It's an amazing space. It's growing so rapidly, all right? We'll share some of those information. You also understand what does employer actually want? What do they actually want? Who are the people they want? What are the roles that are really available, all right? And what do they do? There's a lot of conflicting information about this. So we'll talk about that. Then we'll talk about the SII Transition Framework. So how do you not transit from where you are right now to where you want to be? How do you make that pivot, all right, between what you have as an existing skills and how do you now move into data analytics field or data business intelligence field or any of the field around that? They will share some real life stories. Hopefully, you should be able to take one life testimonials from our last cohort in the course of the conversation. And of course, we now let's learn what are the next practical steps that you can take. Okay, so why this webinar? Why do we have this webinar today? This is just another training. This is a roadmap you want to leverage to transition into text. That's why I encourage you, please take notes. All right, if you whatever way you want to do it, please Jot something down, put something down. It's going to help you. You will learn the skills, the structure, and strategy to pivot confidently into the world of data analysis and business intelligence. And of course, we'll show you exactly how Success Image Institute, which is one of our academies, can help you be able to build data-driven careers from zero to professional level. We'll share that roadmap with you in the course of the conversation. So who is this for? Simply students or recent graduates who we have people who are stuck. Sometimes you just get stuck with what you're doing. All right, like many years back, when I just finished my youth service and just navigating into the space of into the job space. All right, one very successful man came to one of the events that I went to. Right, he said some of you, your lives are like in circles. What you do, you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you wear your shoes, you dress up, and then you go to work. You come back from work, you watch TV, and then you go to bed. You do that Monday to Friday. You do that Monday to Friday. Sometimes you do that Monday to Sunday. If you add church and other things that you do Saturday, oh, I'm there. Your life is just circled around that space from Monday to Sunday. All right. And then you do that from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. He just said it straight. He said, you're going to be broke. That thing hit me. All right. And that was the beginning of a shift in my life. So there's some people like that. Sometimes you just get stuck doing the same thing over and over again. And like one of those one say that says if you continue to do the same thing over and over again, of course, that's the beginning of madness, right? So some people are just stuck. They don't know what to do. This is for you. Now, some people are underpaid. All right. Have you got to that point where you just feel, I think I'm earning beyond below my potentials. I think I have more skills than that I'm being paid, and I have more skills that can get me to be paid more. But I'm underpaid. So if you are that, this webinar is for you. Now there's some non-tech professionals. You are considering tech. You've been eyeing tech. You've been eyeing tech. Probably you've been told several times that tech is the future. All right, and you don't know how to transition to tech. This is for you. And of course, for entrepreneurs, business owners, those who have small scale business, MS, SMS, you want to understand how this can help your business to grow, or this is for you. Then if you are confused, probably you've watched several webinars or you've gone to several of such kind of events or you don't even know exactly how to begin, this is for you. Okay? So why should you listen and trust this session? I've helped a number of beginners. I've helped a number of people, like all them pivoters, to transition into this role. All right, we didn't start today. We've been in this game, all right, for quite a while. All right, also, we're going to be talking about it's industry focus, not just theory. All right, this is not theory. All right, if you want to do theory, there are universities that can teach you this. And of course, you come out not even knowing exactly what to do. All right, I studied data analysis, and I know practically in my class, we could think that 90 or 95% of the class don't even understand what we've been taught in the class. All right, some of them just move into some other things to do. So this is not theory, and of course, there are a lot of courses online too that you can see. A lot of them are theoretical. This is more of practical, relatable, and realistic pathways that can help you to transition from where you are right now into the tech industry. Right. Also, these programs that are real world and job aligned, not just flip flops, not just anything. Right. This is very, very critical. So I encourage you, please sit down, trust the whole process. At the end of this conversation, we believe that you will get value for your time. Okay, let's start basically. Let's start the evolution of data. The evolution of data. Okay. Now, how did data evolve? Look at this very critically. Data didn't start as tech. Data did not start as tech. Or the world of data didn't start as tech, it started as record keeping. Right? So if you look back many years back, you discover that, yeah, people were keeping records. I know my mom then didn't understand what tech is, but I know my mom knows how to keep records. Because then at some point too, she would go for farming. At some point too, she was selling oil and wholesales. I know that when she comes back, she has a book where she keeps records of exactly the procedures of everything around the business. Okay, so record keeping. A lot of people will be keeping data for long. If you talk about big organizations too, they have been keeping records. All right, if you see that image that shows you files, a lot of files, all right, being kept in shelves and all that. So it didn't start as tech; it started as record keeping. Okay? Businesses have always collected data. Early data was written in books and ledgers, of course, and all that. So data existed long before computers. You understand that when I first of all got into information tech space, I didn't come as a tech person. I came as a business development person. That was my first exposure into the world of tech. And I discovered that even everything that is being done, every software you see today, before they craft that software, the first thing they do is they look at all the things that are done offline. For example, I was privileged to be engaged as a business development person in a law firm, not a law firm, a law tech firm. So everything you see, all those laws, all those books, all those things that they read, all those shelves, all those things you see lawyers' shelves, everything like that, the way it was, is being now transferred into the tech you know today. There is nothing like tech; it's just information being coded in digital form. That's just it. So data existed long before computers. Difference today is the speed, the skills, and the tools that are available to you. So shop owners want to track sales in notebooks today. The same thing happens. It only happens digitally. Did I lose anybody? Are we still there? If you are still there, please let me know you are still there. All right. Just let me know. I just want to be carried along. Okay. And let's look at critically what's the evolution of data. All right. So data has moved now from record keeping, it has moved to analysis or data analysis, and then it moved to digital intelligence or business intelligence, and then prediction. I'll break this down step by step as we go, right? So from record keeping to analysis or data analysis to business intelligence, and now we are in the space called predictive analysis, or we call it or data science, more relatable, data science. All right, we'll talk about that as we go now. Let's start, as I have a lot to share. Okay, let's start from record keeping. So before year 2000, we had what we call traditional data, which is data as record keeping. I just mentioned that right now, where we have paper files, Excel spreadsheets, probably many years back in Excel spreadsheet. I remember my first exposure to Excel was in 2003, 2003, right? The first company I worked with. I'll talk more about that, all right, in the course of the conversation. So that was my first exposure to Microsoft Excel. So it has been existing, but it's just in simple form. All right, we have basic databases that are used for tracking sales, recording customers, managing inventory, and of course reporting. So basically, before year 2000, all we had was data as being descriptive. All right, it told you what happened, not what happened. Exactly what has happened over the time. We make sales, we put them somewhere, and then we just put the figures there. That's all it will tell you what happened. All right, that was year 2000. What happened after year 2000? All we know about data is what has happened. What has happened? Okay, it's more descriptive, right? Then data evolved now into data analysis from the year 2000. So in the year 2000s, now we now have data now become people now begin to analyze data more. Computers became more powerful, more intentional. That's why we say the evolution of the computer. All right, Excel became more widely used. Right, so like I told you, my first exposure, basically, not exposure to Microsoft Excel in the first place, but exposure to the use of Microsoft Excel in inventory management, basically, because I worked in a manufacturing company. It was amazing. All right, what we do with a lot of tools today was being done with Microsoft Excel, as simple as that. Even though at that time too, Microsoft Excel wasn't this intelligent. Right? But has evolved over time. So businesses wanted more answers, not just reports. What we were having then was reports, just reports. So businesses wanted answers. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? But there was no answer. So that's the evolution. Data analysts now are able to, at that point, we're able to analyze data, spot some little trends, answer some business questions, and support some decisions. That was there. So data analysts now, at that point, we're making some sense out of their data. I just explained to you that 2003, we had Microsoft Excel and we were using it for inventory management. We could create some reports. And then from that report, you can now say, okay, well, this was what happened last year. So can we just say this is going to happen this year? Somehow, guesswork. Anyway, it wasn't really just that smart. Okay. Now, data evolved from the 20s, in the 2010s now, there now became what we call business intelligence. All right. Too much of data were now available, right, to analyze manually. Now people now need, okay, let's apply some more intelligence. Let's make this a bit more smarter than it was before. So businesses needed real-time insights. Okay, as it's happening, let's have some insights. Let's have a dashboard behind that can give us information as it's happening. But that was where evolution started, okay? And then we have visual dashboards that became essential. So that was when some tools like Power BI started to evolve. So people started talking about that. Oh, there's a tool that can help us to get real-time information about, okay, what is going on. So that's how things began to evolve and became smarter. So the tools like Power BI, like Tableau, started to evolve. Dashboards instead of long reports. Then when I started having faster decision making. Now, Power BI was answering to what is happening right now. So there was that real time. That was the eras of the Amazons, all right? Amazon just started evolving gradually, started coming up, okay? So that was then. That's business intelligence. So what is going to happen? Stage 4, which is the final stage now. Now we have moved from the late 2010s to now. We are in the era of predictive analysis now, or what we call data science, or what we call machine learning. Okay, now data is now being used to predict. Now, some of you don't even know that this is happening right now, but that's the truth. Data is now being used to predict, okay, customers, we are going to lose customers because of X, Y, Z that has happened 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and it's happening right now. We are predicting that in the next 2, 3 years, it's going to happen. And most of the time, it's going to happen. Okay? Now, when you watch Netflix, then before you scroll a little, you now see that, oh, they are recommending almost similar thing that you just watched to you. That's predictive analysis. They are predicting your behavior. We are in the space of IoTs now. All right. If you buy a particular thing from Amazon, because you just click that thing, Amazon will ask you, because you bought this, can you add this? People like so add this to their all right, to their, they buy it alongside. Now, who has experienced that? If you've experienced that, put in the comments, says I've experienced that. I know a lot of people in the UK here will use Amazon a lot, but I think Amazon is in Nigeria. I don't even know. It's Amazon in Nigeria. But I know people in the UK will buy a lot of things from Amazon. And once you are trying to shop, because you pick one thing, Amazon starts recommending some things in that same space to you. That is predictive analysis. They are predicting your behavior based on the behaviors of others or based on your past behavior. They can predict. So that's what's happening right now. Nobody has experienced that. I'm looking at the comments. I said I like an interactive class. Am I not making sense? I'm at the comments, right? Who has experienced that where this happens? Where, yes, of course, even if you watch YouTube, you're watching YouTube, because you just finished watching a particular movie, this particular movie, YouTube starts to predict that, oh, because you watch this kind of movie, you will most likely like this same kind of movie. At some point, they won't even show you some of the movies you don't like. That's the truth. Okay, does anybody? So that's how it is. So also in the banking sector, it's now being used for fraud detection. So predictive analysis is now answering what will happen in the future. Okay, so this is just a foundation, just for us to understand that, oh, data has evolved over time. All right, just to prep us and get us ready for what's coming. Okay, so as a data analyst, you want to get into this space, you should understand some of these things. They are very, very important. So let's look at the data revolution. Now, today, over 97 zettabytes of data are created globally. Were created globally in 2024. Right? I've not been able to lay my hands on what was created in 2025, but as of 2025, there was an expectation that it will hit about 181 zettabytes. That is lots of data, and this is from credible sites like Statista 2024. Right? Statista is a globally recognized data company that produces a lot of information. Okay. All right, so that's that. So every business today now relies on data-driven insights to make smarter and faster decisions. We are in the, I don't want to use the word Indomine age, instant age, the days of instanta. We want it instantly. A lot of things. Life is moving very, very fast. We don't have time to sit back and go and be looking at, okay, let's start to make, no. We want instant reviews, instant decisions, instant. So because of that, a lot of companies today are using it. All right. That is the reason. So the question now is no longer should I learn it? Is how soon can I start? And if you don't start today, of course, I learned about Power BI over 10 years ago. Over 10, 15 years ago. Yeah, I think my first was supposed to be 15 years ago. Yeah, just roughly between 10 to 15 years ago. Right? But I didn't learn there, but it has been there. But today now, everyone is embracing it because it has been democratized, right? Now, at that time, lots of people can afford. But today, Power BI is free to download, free to download. So everybody have access to that, have access to use it. Okay, apart from other companies that are producing similar products that have put a premium on it, but Power BI on its own is free to download. So now there is not those time, oh, I can't do it, I can't do it. It's now easier for a lot of people to come into this space as quickly as possible. Let's look at some job opportunities, because this is not about just talk. If I learn it, are there job opportunities? Now I'm going to show you some statistics or some data that shows you what is happening right now, where we're going. Open your mind. Open your mind. It's very critical. You open your mind to see how these things plays out in real life. Okay. So the global demand for data professionals has been projected to grow by 36% between 2022 and 2032. This is by the US Bureau of Labor Statistics. This is US information. And of course, all right, for those of you who are following what is going on right now, the US it controls the world, basically. So if this kind of information comes, of course, most of the top tech companies, top 10 companies, 5 of it is US companies, Microsoft, Facebook, and all that. They are in the top 10. So they control this stuff when it comes to tech. Roles like data analysis, business intelligence specialists, data visualization experts are among the top 10 most in-demand tech jobs today. What we're introducing to you is not just flip-flop. This is very critical. And in the UK alone, there's a data skills shortage gap worth over 10 billion in lost productivity. Don't play with this. Don't play with this. This is from UK side. This is available to everyone. DCMS is the department that handles statistics for the UK. So this information is credible. Let's move on. All right. So let's look at this. Of course, one of the top three companies globally, McKinsey, consulting companies, McKinsey reports that or reveals that 65% of organizations say they can't even fill critical roles due to the lack of skills. And this is the reason why we are doing what we're doing. There is a gap, serious gap. All right. For those who are coming to the UK today, if you look at the immigration approach, you will discover that what has happened in the last 6 to 12 months is not what is going to happen in the next 6 to 12 months. They are reshuffling things. And the truth is that they are trying to reshuffle a lot of things that is going to even make these roles even more in demand. That is the truth. Even the visas that were used last year is not what they're being used now. What they're using now is e-visa. The reason why they're using e-visa is to collect more information, data that they could analyze. So if everything is moving into tech, what happens? We have other companies also embracing the same thing. Let me know. There's a lot when it comes to information or data usage in the UK, which is where I reside. Okay, there's a lot. So while I'm sharing this with you is for you to open your mind to the opportunities that are coming. They're just getting started. A lot is coming in the future, but you need to position yourself, grab these skills as quickly as you can, and then begin to move towards mastery so that you can position yourself and move your life, all right, from where you are right now to where you should be. Now, you don't have to be a programmer to work in tech. Gone are those days. I remember when I started to learn little things around even designs there. I think around the year 2000, I had to buy and clone my own computer there. I started when my first website, I coded, it was terrible. HTML, it was wahala. We were going to create one. But today you can use drag and drops to create anything. Same thing in analysis, is just drag and drop. You don't have to understand programming. You don't even understand how to do anything of those stuff. It's a drag and drop thing. In short, Google has created something that looks like Power BI. All right. It's just drag and drop. Seriously, drag and drop. All right. So you don't have to understand programming at all. Now, from every field, from HR to marketing to finance to operations, every industry uses data, not only banking now. Even SMEs get to a point where they have to use it. Okay. Now, look at careers in the new era. You don't need a tech background. I mentioned that already. What you need is just curiosity, critical thinking, and willingness to learn. So if you're very, very serious, this is your opportunity. 70% of data analysts today come from non-tech backgrounds, including teachers, salespeople, accountants, entrepreneurs. No lack of tech background. So I'm just trying to clear that thing from your head. Oh, it's this programming thing. Like I was speaking with someone a few hours ago. It's like, I don't even know why this thing is not entering my head. It's programming. They're just afraid because they believe when you say business analyst or data analyst, oh, it has become data. Oh, it's numbers, it's statistics. Yeah, has a bit of it, but it's not those like, if you can use your phone, if you can use your phone very well, of course, you can use this. It's drag and drop. Okay, we'll talk about that. So it's about problem solving and not just numbers. Okay, let's talk some more. All right, I'm trying to paint a picture for you. You can find this information anywhere online. From Glassdoor. Glassdoor is a reputable recruitment organization here in the UK. Entry-level data analysts earn an average of £35,000 to £50,000 per year. If you compare this to Naira, you think. Right? Yeah. If you go online or go on LinkedIn, just type data analyst, you see them. It's the least amount here for a data analyst is £35,000. Sometimes £32,000. £32,000 are just, but beginner level is start at £35,000. So let's look at that. And of course, data analysts most of the time works remotely. Only very few works hybrid. They don't even work full-time jobs. It's not full-time, on-site jobs. All right, most of the time, because what you're working with is your system. All right, you're working with data. You don't need to be on site. You can work remotely. That means you can work, be in Nigeria or be in any part of the world and work here. You can work in the US. You can even work in Microsoft in the US right from where you are and earn such amount. Of course, in the US, they won't pay, I think they earn close to $100,000 per year. You can check that yourself. Okay? Mid-level professionals with business intelligence and visualization skills can earn up to 60,000 plus in pounds. Some people earn close to 90, the senior levels earn close to 90,000 pounds per year. It's not a joke. But beyond the paycheck, data careers gives you remote flexibility. I mentioned that already. It gives you global relevance. And of course, it allows you to grow continuously because the tech space affords you an opportunity to grow, right? It's a space that is evolving. So you have to continuously learn, you have to continuously deploy. And of course, every day new things come around. You need to learn and continuously grow. And that puts you at the top 1% in terms of not just earner, in terms of experts and professionals around the world. So let's look at my own career transition into tech, just a brief one. All right. Like many of you, like I said initially, I didn't start in tech. I didn't start in tech, like some of us. All right. My background is in business and sales and business development, marketing. That's not my background. Started at working at a manufacturing company when I was exposed to the use of Excel for analytics and inventory management. I just mentioned that not quite long. All right. After about 5 years, I left, started my own retail business. Did that for a while. I think did that for about 7, 8 years. Then I had to now deploy what I learned Microsoft into that business. And when I did that, I was amazed, right? Because not many retail businesses were able to put in a structure or put in systems into the retail businesses. And when I put that, I was so shocked what data gave to me. All right, it exposed the business in broad daylight. All right, and I told myself, man, it's time to move ahead. So I had to close down that business. After doing that business, I was turning over 100 million, 100 million to 120 million per year. I had to because we were chunky, we were doing a lot of revenues, but the profits was so little. I didn't know until those month years, right? I didn't know. So that informed me of the power of data. That was my motive. I was like, wow, I think I need to know some more about this. Right? So after that, I relocated to the US, to the UK. All right, I did a lot of courses, all right, basic courses and some advanced courses in data analysis, in business analysis, and in AI. I did short courses like we're going to be exposing to YouTube or for webinars like this. Did short courses, all right. And today you can see I'm now sharing consulting for a couple of business, a number of businesses, and of course I'm running Success Image International, which is a consulting company that has an office existing in Nigeria and also started in the UK not quite long. So this is my own career transition. Like I said, it's not, I'm not I'm not programming anything. All right. I'm not done coding. I'm not a coder, but I'm using the tools today. And I could tell you, it's so amazing. And it's something that I'm inviting you to take a look at. Not just take a look, dive into it. Okay. Now, your transition made easy. So if I could make this transition from sales to data analyst, anyone can. Now, the key isn't where you start, but your willingness to learn and apply what you have learned. It's just as simple as that. Okay? So, all right, I don't know if so far, have I made sense so far? If I've made sense to you so far, please drop what you've learned so far in the comments. Let me, at least just let me just see what are the things that you've learned so far, just this first part that we looked at. What are the things that you've learned so far? Let me just read that. Let me at least know that you're following me. You've picked one or two things. Even if it's one thing, two things, please share with us in the comments. All right, I've learned this, I've learned this. Or if you have many things you've learned, please drop it in the comments. Let me be sure that I'm speaking to some people. All right, and what I'm saying makes some sense. If it makes some sense, put it, it makes sense. All right, if it's making sense, put it in the comments, it's making sense. And if you want to share more, please share more some of the things you've learned so far. All right, let me pause and just wait for us to give that feedback. Are we together? I'm waiting. Who's the first person to drop in the comments? Use your comments. Use your phone. Use your laptop. Let's go into the comments. Give me those feedback. Are we together? Are we together? So you have a lot to share. So you have a lot to share. No one is willing to share? Okay. All right, no problem. You just enjoying yourself, that's fine. But as in the course, please drop that in the comments. All right, just drop it as we go. As you learn it, please drop it. It sticks more. There's something about writing. When you're listening, sometimes you forget. But when you're writing, you remember longer, all right? When you type that thing and send it, it sticks to your head. So one of the reasons why I'm asking us to share, okay? One of the reasons why I'm asking us to share. So let's move on. Let's look at some trends in data rules. Now follow me. Let's look at some trends in data rules today. Okay? Follow me. These are credible statistics. I just want to share this with you and open your eyes into what is coming. I know I've shared a lot, but I still want to share with you some more things that you need to know about data rules, the rules in data. Now, traditional rules are shrinking. This is the reality of today's job market. Traditional rules are shrinking. The roles you know are shrinking. It just in the UK here, a lot of the roles that you know in Nigeria, it doesn't work here, or role is other part of the world. It's not the same thing here. They adjust the names, the role names, to fit into something that looks like tech. All right? It has to fit in. So a lot of traditional roles today are shrinking. Degrees alone are no longer enough. I was telling someone, was it last week? Yeah. Sure, someone that wanted to relocate to the UK was asking, okay, so what are the things that I say, bro, calm down. You see, the UK universities, it's sort of one locality may have 3-4 universities, and then they market the universities around the world. And then you come here, you learn and get certificates. But the truth is, with those certificates, the fact that you presented the certificates doesn't guarantee you a job. Right? Even if you are the first class in that certificate, went to the University of London, doesn't guarantee you the job. Degrees alone are no longer enough. Let me emphasize that. Degrees alone are no longer enough. If you want to work in this space in the developed world, the degrees that you get from Canada, from US, from the UK, they are useful to Nigerians in Nigeria. Right? They are useful to maybe Kenyans or Ghanaians in Ghana. So those in the developing countries value your certificates. But over here, your skills are more critical. What can you do? What can you bring to the table? What can you bring to the table? Your certificates are not even, most of the time, they are not even considered. They want to ask you what is certification in an interview. Doesn't really matter. What happens, what matters is what can you do? So degrees are no longer enough. Employers now hire for skills. Employers hire for skills. I'm slowing down so that you can understand. What do you know? Do you understand how to use Power BI? Do you understand how to use Microsoft Excel? To what extent? Are you at beginner level? Are you at intermediate level? Are you at advanced level?
That is it. What level? Then they will ask you some advanced questions, advanced things on how you can do it, intellectual, and then you just, it's not about, did you score distinction in, are you, even project management jobs, not are you a master's holder in project management, who cares? They ask you the critical questions that has to do with the skills. So tech and data skills cut across industries. Data roles growing faster than most professions today. Okay, I'll show you, I'll let you know that now. Data roles are growing faster than most other professions today. And let me emphasize some more. This is World Economic Forum statistics. This is as at the end of last year. All right, this is at the end of last year, 2025. You can see the source here below. I normally put the source. I'm a research person, so I'm an academic person. So we don't just put information out there without sourcing out. You must put where do you get it from. So look at this. This is from World Economic Forum. Right? Trends in AI, robotics, and energy technologies are most likely to drive businesses into the future. And you can see AI and automation here at 86%. This is no joke. What are the skills gap today? Skills gap in the labor market today is about 63%. Look at it here, it's higher. There is gap. People are not willing. There is opportunity and fewer people. So that's why we are coming with this information. There is job roles there for you to grab, but the truth that a lot of people don't have the skills. Not theoretical skills, but practical skills. All right, that's the gap. Look at this. Fastest growing and declining jobs by 2030. This is 2026 already. We have in 4 years. Fastest growing and declining jobs. Look at this here. Look at number one, big data specialist. Fastest. Big data specialist. Fastest. Look at the whole list of declining jobs. I don't want to go into that. Look at the top fastest growing skills by 2030. Look at number one here. AI and big data skills. Let's not play with this. Right? Look at number three, technological literacy, and so on and so forth. This is not me. This is World Economic Forum. Look at this. By the Future of Jobs Report 2025, look at this. 39% of workers' core skills will change by 2030. It means the things you know before, by the time you get to 2020, you discover that all the things you know are no longer useful in the market. All right? You discover that a lot of people they're not employable. Employability skills is declining. So position yourself so that you can be relevant in the future. Otherwise, perhaps you want to do something that doesn't. Even if a lot of businesses will have to use tech to be able for you to be able to do businesses in the future, a lot of business will have to incorporate some form of tech. Imagine you were here 10, 15 years ago. Social media 10, 15 years ago wasn't this the way it is right now. Look at how TikTok has made a lot of people, created a lot of millionaires. That's tech. All right. So it is what it is. Now, for those who are, okay, I heard that racism and this developed was, I would like, I'm a black, I'm this, I'm that. So many excuses that you have. Look at this. 83% of employers have priorities that are included in DEI, is diversity, equity, and inclusion. It means when they have roles, they have to split the roles according to, I'll call it now, I would say, racist. Let me tell you what racist now is. Racist the right thing to. Africa probably have, well, okay, we're going to take this roles, maybe 5 people, one should be from Africa, or 2 should be from Asia, like that. That's how they split the roles before they even employ. Okay. So it's not about, will I get the role? No. The opportunities are there. It's not left for you to have the skills. Like I said, it's not the certificates, it's the skills. We are teaching skills, not certificates. Okay? Certificates will open the door for you, but when you get in, what do you have in your head? That is the most critical aspect. Let's move on. Time. Now, 5 job market trends you can't ignore in 2025. 5 job market trends you can't ignore in 2025. Look at this. It's still the same thing I've been saying. Skills-based hiring is on the rise. That's number one, yes. Skills-based hiring is on the rise. Employers prioritize specific skills over degrees and experience. I'm not the one that did all these things, please. I'm just sharing what these are authorities in this space. So what am I trying to say? Get yourself fixed. If you've been complaining all this while, year 2021, 2022, you're having issues, like I said, people are complaining, you are stuck somewhere, you believe you have more to offer, and you are not getting exactly what you want. If you believe that's your space right now, please, this is the time for you to move into this space. Like I said, you don't need a tech background. You don't need a tech background. These are just about some people having barriers. You're thinking, oh, I'm not tech, or a lot of times it's even a mindset thing. Okay, whatever reasons that you have for not being in this space, I think I've been able to prove to you that they don't matter. What matters is be willing, be curious, be solutions driven, curious about solving problems. All right. I don't want to say critical thinking now because critical thinking has been overused. But the truth is, everybody thinks critical in some form or some way or the other. It just depends on why you look at it. Okay. So those are the things that are very critical today. I don't know if Kevin is around. Kevin, are you there? Right. Just wanted Kevin to just share in maybe a few minutes about his experience in our last cohort of data analysis and business intelligence program before we go into the core, the crux of today. All right, I just scratched the surface. We're not done yet. Okay. Is Kevin available? Kevin, are you there? Let me be sure. I think I've seen Kevin. Kevin came into join our last cohort as a novice, as in I love him to share by himself, but Kevin came in with no experience. All right, just been hearing about it. Ishot has been telling me for quite a while. All right, I told him, yeah, we have a cohort that started in November last year, and he just said, okay, let me just join. He came in same way. All right, and our align maybe when it comes in, it's supposed to be at work. I'll allow him to just share briefly about his experience in the last cohort. Okay, once it's in, I think I know. Let's move on. So I will wait for that. All right, so let's move on. Let's move on. Is somebody getting something? If you're getting something, put in the comments. Say, I'm getting something. All right. I love the interaction. Please put in the comments. Say, I'm getting something. I'm getting something. All right. You don't want to talk back at me. Please put in the comments. Say, I'm getting something. I'm getting something. Okay. Whoever that does it, I'll mention your name. All right, and it's been recorded. All right. So phenomenal. This space is something you don't want to joke with. I think I've been able to prove that so far. All right. It's something you don't want to joke with. You want to ensure that 2026 does not leave you the same. You want to be part of what is going on. So what do you really need to break into tech? What do you really need to break into tech? What do you really need to break into tech? That's what we're going to share next now. So I call this the SII Data Transition Framework. All right, this is our own data transition framework. We're going to move from learning stages that you move to consolidation stages. The first part, which is the learning stages, all right, we call that skill mastery and then portfolio building. They are very critical, right? So you're going to use the next 90 days to go through that learning phase, all right? These learning stages, the skill mastery stage and the portfolio stage. Everyone starts at the skill mastery stage. At this stage, you're going to learn the essential data tools. There are so many tools, so many, but there are the ones that are the core, the essential ones. Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Power BI, SQL. Then you learn how to now interpret, how to tell stories using data, okay? How to tell the stories using data. Then we'll look at Tableau. Tableau has come on age. It's a data visualization tool. Also look at that. So you're going to learn those tools. So those are the tools they will ask you in your interview. How do you have the skills in using those tools? And of course, when you start, you learn the basics, right? Then you cannot go into mastery. Mastery comes from practicing. And of course, as you practice, you develop what we call portfolio. You're going to be working on real world projects that showcase your ability to employers. Like I said at the beginning, your employers will look at your certificates. It's only going to help you get to the door. What you will show them is your portfolio. What do you have? What have you worked on? So within the next 90 days, will help you to have at least 4 projects in your portfolio. If you are serious, if this is something you really want to put your mind on, you have at least or at most 4 projects you put in your portfolio, guided portfolio. After that, you can go and we'll show you exactly how we got it and how you're going to approach that. Okay. So like I said, you're going to have at least 4. So let's run through them gradually. So like I said, you're going to learn Excel, PowerPoint, Tableau, SQL, all right, and then data storytelling. Simple. That will move you from simple to advanced. Don't rush it. You need to build your confidence progressively. All right. So the more you practice, the more you're going to be building your competence. And of course, you're going to trust your ability. Sometimes you're going to, something like a child that is learning to work. It's the same thing. At the beginning, you may be struggling, you may be falling down. But over time, you just discover that you've developed some level of mastery. If you leave it, it will leave you. All right? It's as simple as that. So we'll set some weekly learning goals, and then you're able to track your progress virtually. Now, what I encourage people, the little that you do, celebrate yourself. All right? Your first dashboard that you're going to create, you create with us. All right? Celebrate it. Make some noise about it. All right? Because over time, you will look back at that dashboard and say, so I did this with hand holding. All right? So celebrate your first dashboard, your first query, your first storytelling, and all that. We're going to support you to help you to do that. Then, of course, the next one I said is portfolio building. Your portfolio is your proof of skill. Your certificate will not help you. Certificate is theory. Theories don't work, especially if you're looking at digital, the developed words. Theories don't work. What works is what is your proof? What is the proof that you know what you're doing? Your portfolio is that proof. It shows, not tell employers what you can do. Recruiters trust results, not certificates. I mentioned that already. So you need to think of your portfolio as your digital footprint. It's your personal asset or professional asset that grows with you as you grow. So over time, you have your portfolio fully kitted. And you can apply to top Fortune 500 companies as a data analyst, and you won't shake. At that point, you become senior. So those amounts I was mentioning that some of us were frightened about, you start to earn those amounts. But everything starts from somewhere, all right? Then, of course, you're going to source data sets, the right data sets. There are a lot of open data set platforms over there online. We have Cargo, we have data.gov, right? We even have World Bank data. If you type World Bank, you're going to see lots of data. In the UK, go to gov.uk. There's one shocking thing since I've been here. The UK is so open when it comes to data. Everything they do have data. In the health sector, if you want to know the number of people that resumed to work last month, the data is online. The number of people that were at work, number of doctors, number of nurses, number of all the different roles that were at work last month. I'm talking about December now. Everything is online in Excel form that you can use to analyze. All right, so lots of data everywhere. All right, there's other open source data. Okay, of course, also need to create some real business scenarios, sales performances, and other things that you need to do. So your data projects will show your creativity and your relevance. I mentioned that, and I'm just re-emphasizing it. All right. Then, of course, you need to present your work. You need to upload your projects to GitHub. GitHub is a portfolio website where you can upload it and then share with people. And then, of course, there's Power BI Service. Power BI Service is a platform where you can also showcase some of your works too. Very, very critical. So I can easily share it. And of course, you can put on LinkedIn. I encourage everyone on this call, you can just follow me on LinkedIn, Terry Omodibo. Go to my LinkedIn page right now and just click it. Once you open on my LinkedIn page, you see, at least you see that Kelvin is in already. All right. At least you see some of the projects I've, not just a few projects I've done there, just a few, all right? At least just few projects, okay? But there's others that are not there yet because I've not uploaded. At least you see some of them that I've done there. So I encourage everyone, just follow me on LinkedIn and then go there. You see Terry Omodibo. You just type it on LinkedIn, you see that. Okay. So Kevin is in the room. Kevin, are you there, please?
Yeah, I'm here.
Let's just pause and just listen to Kevin. Kevin was in the past cohort, like I said, in our November cohort, and it was amazing. All right, so Kevin, do you want to just share briefly what your experience was like in the River Court.
Also great.
I already told them that, well, you came in not really having an idea about, oh, this is what it is, but over time, a lot of things change. Do you mind just sharing for a few minutes? I know you're at work right now. You just
Yeah.
take this time to just be a part of this section. Go ahead, sir.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all doing good. My name is Kelvin. I want to say this to you all. You are in a good place. I can tell you for confidence, like you are in a good place. You are in a good hand, right? So I'm a project manager, but I needed data analytics in whatever I'm doing. You need data. Data is everything, bro. So I came to this program not knowing jack in data, right? So, but when I went through the class, when I spoke with him, I spoke with him most often during our projects. And this man is so loaded. I've been to different boot camp. I've been to TriTech twice, right? But when I came to data analytics under Terry, man, it was amazing. I'm not copying you. What you are learning is industry, what is needed in the industry, and you're in a good place. I'm just using this to tell you guys, put in your best. Don't take anything for granted. Put in your best. I used to work in a bank. I thought I know more about Excel until I got into data analytics. When he showed us how to use the pivot formula, I've never done that, right? When he showed us how to use Pablo, your dashboard and everything, bro, I will encourage you guys, put in your best. Whatever you need to do, take out time to know these things. This is what is needed in the industry. Mostly when you're coming outside the country. You're coming outside the country, you need these things. If not, I'll say to you, you will end up in care, you will end up in warehouses. You wish you don't want to do that. All right. So I encourage you guys, please put in your best. It's not easy. Let me be honest, it's not easy, but constant practice to make it much easier for you. I need to go now, and thank you very much for your time. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you so much for the time you
Yeah,
out. I know you are at work right now, and
yeah.
let's create this 5 minutes. I appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. Let me leave you now. You can exit.
Thank you so much. I would have loved to stay more, but
Yeah.
I'm engaged. Yeah, I just all right. See you guys. Take care, man. All right. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So at least you heard that from Kevin already. He's at work. He can't actually show his video because he's at work already. I had to beg him to actually just share 5 minutes with us. Kevin, like he mentioned, is a project manager. He is actually not just a project manager, he has masters in project management. But you heard him already. So it's not just about the degrees. You need to also understand everything that you need around. All right. Everything revolves around data. Even as a project manager, you also need some level of data analysis. In short, employers are looking for those who have different round of skills. You have skills in these skills and these skills, all put together helps to secure better jobs and better roles. Okay, so that's that. All right, so let's move on. All right, let's move on. Now, mentorship is critical. Did I finish portfolio? Yes, I think I've done portfolio. You need a strong portfolio, very critical. It gives you confidence in interviews because it's something you've done. You can walk recruiters through what you've done, show them step by step. That is how to get job roles in developed countries, especially the UK. In the UK, you want to get a job role wherever you are. You can sit where you are in front of your computer, walk them through what you have done. So your interview is more of what have you done than what will you do. All right. So that is how to get job roles here. So very critical, please. Portfolio is a critical aspect of the program. And like I said, in the next 90 days, you go through our program. Before you come out of the program, you'd have had at least 4 projects. If you are serious at least 4 projects in your portfolio, then you can go ahead now to go and build from there. Now, mentorship is critical aspect. It helps you to consolidate what you've learned. A mentor helps you avoid mistakes, stay accountable, and learn from real-world experiences. You will need mentorship along the way. All right. Some of us have done this thing. We can help you and bring you. You can see it now. This is what a mentor does. Helps you across the steps. What does mentorship coaching does? While mentorship will provide guidance, coaching will give you the structure. The things you are struggling to do, somebody else has done it. You just walk you through it. All right. I remember a friend, I call him a mentorship consultant. He said, he used to make this scenario many years back. He said, if you want to move from point A to point B, it's easier for you because a mentor is already in point B. So if you get a mentor, the mentor takes you to point B straight without having anything. But if you don't have a mentor, it means you'll be asking people along the way, please, how do you get to point B? Sometimes it may really lead you astray. You sort of taking the right side, you're taking the left side because you're asking a lot of questions. All right? You're asking a lot of questions, people you don't even know. But mentors help you get there. They just take you to point B. Why? Because they're already there. That is what it helps you to cut down the amount of time that you will use to get to your point B. So your point B is that role that you're looking at, or that amount you're looking at for your role, that paid job, that job in that role. Or for some of us who want to relocate to the UK or to the US and all that, you want to come here, all right? You want to come to other developed countries, the US, Canada, or other parts of the world, developed countries. Your mentor is already there. It's going to show you, okay, this is how to get there. Okay, it's easier that way. And also we have the community, right? We're building a strong community of learners now. Kevin is part of our community. We're also building that. Over time, it becomes 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. What else are you looking for, other than learning from those who've already done it? And over time, we're also going to have free master classes for our community members, of free things in the industry that we know. Once you've passed through our courses, you don't have to go through it again. When we know anything new, we come, we teach you for free, especially the tools that are going to be evolving. It's tech. There will be more tools tomorrow. Like I just mentioned, even Google have added their own tool. Google don't want to wait, all right? They've added their own tool into the cartel of tools that are needed. And some employers will ask you if you have an idea of that tool. If you know how to use Power BI, you can actually do some things in that tool. That's the truth. But some employers will just ask you, do you have experience in that tool? And then if you say you don't have it, sometimes they, oh, you don't even know everything. So those are the things that happen. Well, that's the power of the community or our alumni community. Okay. Now, last thing to do is career support, right? Like I just mentioned to you, we have put in place too, wherein we help you look at your resume. For those who are in the UK, you want us to look at your resume and help you to jig it up a little bit to do what we call a LinkedIn makeover. Some of you, your LinkedIn can't even get job because the things you post there and even the things you write there, if somebody looks at it, we just run away. Like, this person is not serious. So we'll help you do what we call a LinkedIn profile makeover, all right? Of course, we also, from time to time, do interview job readiness sections that will help you to be able to prepare for interviews, all right? And of course, you have access to real opportunities. So these are the things you do. These are the things of support that you get. So we don't just train you and then we leave you. No. We will support you along the way. Along the way as you go until you land your role. Even if you land your role, right, you don't know everything. It's a tech space. It's open, right? But we know some things. We come there. We also help our alumni, our community to also get access to some of those information that are evolving. All right. So this is the SII Transition Framework. When you walk through from stage 1, all right, walk you through from the mastery, which is the learning stage, all right, and you're going to go through to the portfolio building, and of course, consolidation stages is post-training now, post-program, all right, will help you, will train you, will support you, mentor you, and then of course, career support will help you to rejig your resume. And you don't have to pay anything for that. That's the truth. All right, these are consolidation studies is on us. All right, learning studies is on you. Consolidation studies is on us to ensure that you become the person you're supposed to be. So our mantra is very simple: learn, lead, and transform. The transformation stage is critical, and that's consolidation for us. Okay, so look at this quickly. Let's look at this. Where can data skills take you? I just want to open your mind a bit. Where can this take you? These are roles. Just type on LinkedIn these roles. You see lots of jobs. All right. If you're living in London or you want to come to London to stay in London, you'll be tired of lots of roles everywhere. Looking for visa sponsorships, right? Data analyst roles are there. Business intelligence roles are there. We have data visualization specialists. We have research analysts for those who are academics. There's research analysts. All these roles are eligible for sponsorship. Don't let anybody deceive you. All right. They are among the eligible roles. Okay. And we have the operations and marketing analysts. We have data consultant. We have other roles. In fact, some employers will tweak the name of the role according to the JD of that role. All right, so don't get it. So far, there's analyst at the end. You can apply for it. So how do you launch your new career? How do you launch your new career? All right. First, you have to apply for the entry data roles, internships, and analyst position. Any of those ones, you start from there. All right. Join data communities on LinkedIn. Of course, you're part of our communities for those who are going to go through our program. All right. It's critical. Of course, once you come for the program, we'll give you an opportunity to join our community where we're going to be doing everything I've just explained all that already. All right. And of course, you continue your learning. You don't stop. There are a lot of advanced tools, business intelligence concepts that you need to learn. The ones we know will come, we'll expose them to you. But on your own too, as far as you can go, you can continue to learn and grow in that space. Then you use your early experience to refine your niche. So you go, okay, oh, I think I love this space. I love this space. You can decide to be financial analyst. You can decide to be marketing analyst. You can decide to be operations analyst in everything, right? There's analysts in every space. So if you're in finance, there's something for you. If you're in health, there's something for you. Whichever way, whichever of the industries, there is something for you. And of course, that enables you to create a sustainable entry into that career path that you're talking about. All right? 2026 will not leave us the same. 2026 will not leave you the same. If you believe it, put in the comments, say amen. All right? And then after the amen, please type what you're going to do next. All right? Can we use the comments now? All right? I said 2026 will not leave you the same. If you believe it, say amen. Put it in the comments. Say amen in the comments. All right? And also, after you have said amen, now type what you're going to be doing next. Okay? All right? That's what you're going to do next. Is anybody doing that? Or you want to leave me to myself again? All right. So I'm excited. I'm just excited because I know that a lot of people, at least one or two or three or four or five or six persons in this conversation, right? Even if this is all you learn from me today, at least this one will be a seed that will help you to transform your life. It's as simple as that. So I'm excited about the opportunity to share this information to you, and I believe you're going to use and take advantage of the opportunity. It's as simple as that. So this is just testimonials for those who joined part of our previous cohort. Look at Kelvin, Kingsley Nidia, the UK, works with Con Technologies today. He said, I landed my first data role. Enrolling an SII was one of the best decisions I've made. The instructors broke complex data concepts into simple, actionable lessons. 2 months after completing the training, I landed my first role as a data analyst. The hands-on project experience made all the difference. Now you heard live from Kelvin. This is Kingsley from the UK here. Also, we have Jane that works in the NHS here, which is the hospital, hospital here. It's a career, confidence rebuilt, career restarted. Before SII, I felt lost in my career. The business intelligence training gave me clarity, structure, and confidence. Within a few weeks, I landed a data analysis role. SII truly bridges the gap between learning and earning. So it's up to you. All right, we have this as live testimonials. So now let me share this. The problem with self-learning, look at the guy that is sleeping there now. Right? Some of us say, okay, I think there are a lot of things on YouTube that I can go and see now. I'm learning from YouTube. Learning from YouTube. A lot of people have shared that. The truth is, no one will share the real meat of the role of those tools, how to use those tools online for you. That's the truth. The meat, the real thing. No one's going to share it to you on YouTube. Right? And apart from that, a lot of people, most of people share theories. I've done some courses. A lot of the courses you will see from credible organizations, all right, credible online organizations or courses are theoretical. Some of them can be so exhausting, like this gentleman that is sleeping right on the table. You can see that. Some of them don't have no defined outcomes. You just go through it. You ask yourself, what have I learned so far? You take note, what have I learned so far? All right? The feedback, no accountability, no support. All right? Some of them are self-paced, but ours is instructor-led. It means The classes, you have instructors to walk you through it. You could ask questions, we could go over it again until you understand. If possible, you can open your head and put the thing inside, if possible. All right, so that you can learn it and know it, all right? Because we believe that when you know it, of course, at the end of the day, you become one added professional that understand what to do. And of course, you can go and create the earnings and help other people. We believe if one person is transformed, families are transformed, communities are transformed, nation is transformed. That's the reason why we're doing what we're doing. All right. So you don't want to be among those who want to do self-learning. You want to be among those who say, yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense. I want to participate. I think I'm going to learn this. This is my goal for 2026. I found the right organization. Of course, we're a UK organization, all right? We're a UK organization. We just have presence in Nigeria. Okay. So I found the right organization. I think they credible enough to take me to where I want to be in 2026. And I'm extending my hand to you and letting you know, yes, we are. Give us the opportunity to walk you through those tools, how to use it with real life projects, real life experiences. We share from my own experience. I'm a data analyst. So I'm going to share with you and then run you through and mentor you and guide you through the whole process. And at the end of 90 days, hey, you'll be glad you did. Okay, so what's the SII advantage? Here's the last part of this conversation. What's the last part of this? What's our advantage? Why the SII data analysis and business program stand out? What makes us tick? What makes us different? I've shared that also. We have hands-on learning, instructor-led. I'm going to be taking these sections myself. You're going to learn, and I said, how do they call that now? They say, pick my brain. You're going to pick my brain. You're going to learn from my own experiences of the journey. All right. For those who are not in the UK, of course, even if you're in the UK, you're going to learn from me. All right. In the UK, for those who are in Nigeria, other parts of the world, you're also going to learn from the experiences we've gathered over time. Okay. Of course, your project also, you're going to have your portfolio project. I mentioned that already. And of course, we'll help you rewrite your CVs when you come out of the class, before you finish the whole program. We'll help you. You send your CV, we'll help you to rework them so that at least it can be ready for what you want to do with it. We'll also help you to optimize your LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a very important aspect, site that every one of us needs so that you can prepare for data interviews. I told you at the beginning, a lot of the roles are remote. All right, a lot of those roles are remote. I'm telling you. So you can actually apply from anywhere. Then, of course, you have access to facilitators even after graduation. We're looking at one more facilitator that will help us to in some critical areas. So you have access to every facilitator after the graduation. You could ask questions on the go as you go on. We're going to build that friendship. We're going to build that community together. Flexible learning, you can learn from anywhere at any time. We're going to have it recorded. You're going to have access to a learning management system. All right, it's on the work's almost done. We'll put them down there, and then you can also have access to that for the next 12 months. Okay, but in the meantime, we'll put it on YouTube and give you an exclusive access to read so that you can go back every time to learn. For the next 12 months, you have access to that. Okay, and of course, you earn a certificate from Success Image Institute as part of that. We're working in such a way that in the next few weeks, we have that institute certified from UK bodies. Not that the certificates, especially just to add some validation. All right, like I told you, certificates, if you want to work in developed worlds, it's not about certificates. It's more about what you know. Well, some of us love certificates. We'll give you certificates. We want to add validation to it by having some validations from all right, bodies, recognized bodies here in the UK and from the US. We're working towards that. But really, I also have bodies that have validated me. I'm a Forbes Black member, all right, that's validated me. I'm also a John Maxwell leadership consultant, all right, in speaking, in training, and in communication. I'm certified. That also adds to your credibility, all right? So those certificates, it's value to you, all right? It's something you can present anywhere because you're going to be trained by experts, okay? So what makes our data analysis and business program thick? So what I encourage you to do, join our next cohort is starting in February, all right? It's just 2 weeks from now. February 7th, to be precise, I think. February 7th is going to run for the next 7 weeks, all right? We're going to run through the different tools I mentioned. We'll run through Microsoft Excel, we'll touch Power BI, we're going to touch Tableau, we're going to touch SQL, we're going to touch how do you interpret data visualization stories, how do you now interpret these things. We're going to talk to that. After every tool, you're going to have a project you're going to work on, mini project. We're going to also have group projects that you work on. Those projects are going to be part of your portfolio, all right, that you can showcase to your employers. Those are real life projects you want to work on. Where you can have global access to it, is 100% online. So at the end of the program, we're going to have what we call an Insight Day, all right, Insight X Expo Day. That day is where we're going to have people who are not part of our community. We have people who graduated. We also have some recruiters. You can lay hands on some of them. I'm speaking to some of them already. We'll have them in that Insight X Expo. We also have experts, all right, data analysis experts who are currently working, be a part of the Insight X Expo. The whole idea is when you come, we're going to have a group presentation that day. And at the end of the day, they're going to give you feedback based on this presentation. Feedback, not theoretical, feedback from what is happening in the industry. That will help you now to be able to navigate yourself and start off not from ground zero now, from an elevated platform. So this is very, very critical, very, very critical. You're going to have certifications, like I said, that for those who are very, very serious. So I mentioned that you're going to be having this, going to be having this. Look at CV LinkedIn organization. People do it for a fee, all right? Job readiness sections after the training, people do it for the fee. Access to LMS, what I'm using to build the LMS is a lot of money. People do it for a fee. Look at the value there. Post-training support, you don't have to pay for that. So all you have to do is just pay for the course. All right, the program is going to run for 7 weeks. That's a lot. Saturdays and Sundays only, which is weekends only. Run for 2 hours. So that's like 2 hours and 7. That's like 40 hours of serious learning. All right, practical learning, 14 hours of practical learning. You don't want to miss out of that, right? Our fee is £500. But for today, I would like to do this because I know where I'm coming from. This whole idea, yes, you can't do it for free. I know where I'm coming from. I want to help as many people as possible to be a part of this program in 2026. 2026 must not leave you the same way you left you 2027. If you believe you've gotten value already up to this point, hey, imagine what you're going to get if you are part of that program. Sincerely, I'm not bragging, but I can brag too because I know what I'm talking about. All right, so for those who says, I think this is like something that I think I've made up my mind, I already want to get into it. For today, we're not asking you to pay £500. Pay 50% of it. So if you pay 50% of that, which is £250 for those who are in the UK, all right, if you Grace and others, put on the chat room, all right, put your phone numbers. If you are in the UK, you want to be part of this, you're going to reach out to Grace. Grace will put her phone number right now on the comment section. Reach out to Grace and tell her, I want to start right now, all right? I'm interested in starting right now, so that you can take advantage of 50% off. That's £250. That's small money for those in the UK. Small money, really, right? With the value that we've put in place for this, it's just small money. Check out, there's no instructor-led program anywhere that will offer you £250 learning for this particular course. Check it out. Even the self-paced one are not the same. So we're saying we want to add some value to you. We want to see as much person that we can add value to. So you don't want to play with this offer right now. So send a message to Grace right now, all right? In the comment section, Grace, is your details there? Is Grace there? Okay,
Yes, I've already dropped my phone number in the comment section.
All right. Why is my comment not updating? When I was not seeing it. Okay, send a message to her right now. Just tell her that you want to get started. See, all right, so give you a dedicated payment link that you use to make that payment, right? Now, also make it better. You can make the payment in installment. In the UK, we understand ourselves. All right, sometimes £200 at a time, it looks like it will shake. We understand ourselves. So you can make some part payment of the £250. Just drop it with make that payment. But you cannot make that payment through a payment link. You have to do a payment to an account. So Grace will afford you with that account details that you can use to make at least a down payment. Then you can spread the remaining one up to the second week in February after the start of the course. Let me make that again. You can make your payment, you drop a down payment now so you can take advantage of this offer of today. drop something, a down payment. She's going to send you the link. Send a message to her. She will send you, if you're making a full payment, she will send you a dedicated payment link. But if you're making a down payment, she will send you an account details you can make a down payment to. Then you have an opportunity to make the balance payment as much as you can from now till even after the program has started to the third week in February. You can still complete your payment. I can even extend it to the end of the month. I know a lot of people get their salaries and take homes at the end of the month. So you can extend that to the end of the month, make the conclusion of your payments. If you don't do that, please, we'll take you out of the program. So ensure that you make your payment to the end of February. Complete your payments for those who are in the UK. Now, for those who are in Nigeria, all right, for those who are in Nigeria, I want to do something special for you. For those who are in Nigeria, I know some people, oh, they hear money matter, they run away. But for those who have waited this long, I'm in Nigeria, 250 pounds. I know what's happening in the country today. I know that, oh, yeah. But the truth is that the potential of what you're going to be learning is no joke. And you're going to be learning from a UK organization. Like I said, most likely before you finish your course, it will be certified by UK bodies. Okay? And those things don't come cheap, right? So what you're going to be getting is value upon value. Okay? So take advantage of that. If you're in Nigeria, you can pay on the go right now. Reach out to Wumi. Wumi, drop your phone number on the comment section. Reach out to Wumi and tell her you want to make payment right now. Pay 250,000 naira right now for Nigeria. This is Nigeria. Please, Wumi, confirm it's only Nigeria number that I send a message to you. All right? In Nigeria, pay 250,000 naira today. All right? Also allow you to pay installments. You can make some payment. You want to make 100K, you want to make 150K today. Just drop the bed. That which is going to send you an account details directly, which you can make that payment into. There is no payment link for Nigerians. Okay? This is just too good. 250 is not the it's supposed to be 500,000, but we're giving out that discount for those who are in Nigeria. After that, please, after today, we may not be able to help. All right, learnings are expensive. We're not able to help. So for those who are really willing, you're so ready, please reach out to those people, and then they will get back to you and guide you on how you're going to be doing that. You can also take a screenshot of this. All right, if you're in the group, if you're in the WhatsApp group, you have any questions you want to ask, apart from reaching out to these people, you can still ask questions. Look at there are 2 admin numbers on the groups. So we have 2 groups. All right. If you're in any of the groups, just reach out to any of the admin numbers, send a message. If you need some clarity, you want some explanations, just reach out, ask your questions. All right. We'll reach out, we're able to guide you through the process to help you in your achieve your 2026 goals. Okay. That is that. All right, I may take live questions. So for those who you can take a screenshot here, you want to quickly just do that. You can just do that right now. You can screenshot this and go there right away. UK only, please. UK only, please. UK only, please. All right, you can take a screenshot of this quickly. Okay, so I want to take 1 or 2 questions. There's anyone to ask me any questions based on this so that I can clarify before we cut the day. If I say my final words and then we'll wrap up today. If you have any questions, let me give 2 or 3 minutes for that, and then we'll take the final words.
I think you may want to check the chat box. There's a question there from Lainka that says, is the data analysis AI driven?
What do you say?
There's a question.
Please read it out. I don't know why my chat was
from Lainka Dayo. It says, is the data analytics AI driven?
Okay. Is the data analysis AI driven? Now, this is it. It's like, let me use this scenario to describe it. If you know how to drive a manual car, you can drive an automated car. You don't have to do any wahala. But if you know how to drive an automatic car, you will struggle with a manual car. It is the truth. All right? If you know how to drive a manual car, you can drive any vehicle. I started by driving many years back. My first vehicle was Mitsubishi in Nigeria, Mitsubishi L300. If you know that very beautiful person, used in Benin a lot. When I was in Benin, I schooled in University in Benin. So I just love those buses, the way those guys used to decorate those buses. So I've always been dreaming, when I have money, my first vehicle will be Mitsubishi L300 because it can serve dual purpose. It can serve as an official, as a private vehicle. It can also serve as as a commercial vehicle, both ways. So that was my first vehicle, all right? And after that, I didn't have to go and learn any other thing. I started driving buses, driving cars. I started driving coastal buses. I started driving, if you're familiar with Lagos, where those motorway buses, those kind of motorway buses, those big ones. I started driving that. I could even drive trucks just by just learning how to drive manual. But if you go and learn how to drive automatic, it's always tough when you want to know, okay, you have a manual thing, it's tough. So let me relate it now to answer your question. AI is, in short, all these tools have updated themselves. The recent versions have AI as part of it. We'll walk you through the basics fundamental, and then we'll show you how AI helps you get speedy answers instead of going through the. We'll show you this is how to do it manually. All right? Then we'll not tell you how AI fastens the process. Because if I show you how AI fastens the process, you will not understand when you have data set, they have problems. Because data analysis is about solving problems. When you have problems, how do you not solve it when you don't understand the fundamentals? For example, data modeling is not AI. Data modeling is structural. If you don't understand the reasons behind that, how will you now? You don't have to create the measures. How will you now understand how AI helps you make it better? So that's what I mean. So we'll discuss the fundamentals, the basic around it. We'll show you how this works manually, automatically. Then we'll now show you how AI makes it better. The different things, that the AI tools that are already embedded. Microsoft Excel has an AI part. We'll show you how the AI part works. And all the other tools, same thing. I don't know if that answers your question. The person who asked the question is no longer in the room. I'm not sure. I've answered it too. So that's that. For the person who answered it, I don't know why I can't see the updated chats here.
Okay, the person gave a response and says, but you didn't include it in your presentation.
Okay, I didn't include it in my presentation. Okay, but I've answered it now, right? I've answered it now. So the training is not an AI training. This webinar today is not an AI webinar. The webinar is centered around everything I've discussed with you right now. But the program itself, which is going to start in February, will look at those tools. So what I gave us is why this is important. But now when we come into the program, if you're part of the paid program now, which commences in February 7th, we'll show you, I'll walk you through the tools and show you how AI comes in and how AI helps you around along the way. In all the tools, there's aspect of AI in all the different tools. We'll show you how that AI facilitates it and makes it faster and makes it better. All right, we'll show you how you do that. I guess that's that. Any other question? Okay, so my final words, there are no questions. We can take the questions after the conversation. All right, like I said, reach out to those phone numbers for those who are in the call. Reach out those two phone numbers, tell them you want to get started. You can take advantage of an offer right now, or you can lock down the offer with an instrumental payment, make your first payment, and then spread the others till the end of February, so you can make it brick by brick. This is you have about 5-6 weeks to be able to complete that. So take advantage of that. That will help. Also, we are trying to be as considerate as possible to take advantage of that, so that at least we are good to go. With all these many things we have promised you, you can count us and hold us to our word. All right, on it. Just tell us you said this. You said this. Of course, we'll tell you yes, we said it. But we can't just do it and just tell stories. Okay, so
Sorry, can you hear me?
Go ahead, please.
All right. So the first question says, from the same person, says, how is the onboarding process? And then the other person asks the timing for the training. And then somebody else asked, how do they get the video recording?
Grace, let's take it one by one now. So the first one is the timing. So it's a 7 weekends program, 7 weekends, Saturday, Sunday. So you're going to come in from February till the end of March, I think. Yeah, towards the end of March. Just commit, just lock down those weekends.
What
Start by
time of day?
6 p.m. UK time to 8 p.m. UK time. So for those who are in other parts of the world, just fine. If you're in Nigeria, that is 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. UK time. 2 hours solid program, solid training. 2 hours Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday. So we're running through those tools for 6 weeks. Each at the end of every course. So for those who have reached out, we also have access to the curriculum. The curriculum also, you have access to the curriculum, how the flow is going to be. There's a curriculum for it, so that you have understanding of, okay, this is what I'm learning, this is what I'm learning, this is what I'm learning. All right. So every weekend, 6 p.m. To 7 to 8 p.m. on weekends, start Saturday and Sunday. Then the seventh week, the last weekend of the 7th week, you would have had a group project that you intend to present. So that week it climaxes with the Inside X Expo Day, wherein you will come and do a presentation. So the Sunday of that weekend, we have that presentation going on. So that's how the programs runs. We just lock down 7 weekends from starting from February 7th. The onboarding process is simple. Reach out to those people, lock down your the offer, making some payments, either full or part. Once you're done with that, all right, once we confirm payment, we give you access to a WhatsApp group. All right, so you're going to be in the WhatsApp group until the program starts. Now, our LMS is almost in final stages, but doesn't stop us from the LMS is just where we put everything, so that you can see it. But once we're concluded the LMS, you have access to the LMS. That's all about it. But if the LMS is not ready, before that time, we're trying to see as it's going to be ready. If it's not ready up to that time, it doesn't stop everything. The programs will be done. We will send you into the WhatsApp group. All right, the materials that are needed. We have a folder where you download the materials upfront that you needed for all through the program. The start line, each of the different projects we'll be working on, you have access to them upfront. All right. Once you have access to that, that's the part of your onboarding. So every training that we have, 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours after the training, we'll upload it on YouTube for now. But when the LMS is ready, you see it on the LMS, upload on the LMS. But for now, we'll upload it on YouTube and give access only to those who are part of the program. So you can always go back and listen to it over and over again and learn through the process. Of course, you will need it. In answering your project, you need to always go back to rewatch those things again so that you can work yourself the program. There are going to be exercises too, different exercises, right, that will help you to understand from each of the lessons that will give you more light and understanding into the things that have been taught in the classes. So that's how the program onboarding is so easy, very easy. Make payment today, we'll onboard you. Whether you have completed payment or not, we'll onboard you. Put you in the WhatsApp group, all right? That's just pretty it. And it doesn't take too long to confirm payment, right? If you do that right now, before a few minutes or few hours. So far, you don't use credit card, you can use debit card for a link, but don't use credit card. Yeah, you can use credit card, I think. Yeah, okay, yeah. For those in the UK, we'll guide you on how to go through that process, all right? But don't use PayPal, don't use all those things. It's far easier that way. All right, so just a minute. I think someone is trying to get in here. Grace, you didn't have access to allow people in? Someone has been trying to get in. So onboarding is so easy, very, very easy. Yeah. So that's it. So what's the last question? Did I answer all the questions?
Recording.
Yeah, recording. Yeah, I just mentioned it. So the recording for this, we'll make it available. The recording for this section, we'll make it available on those who are in the WhatsApp group. Right? There's a community, a waitlist WhatsApp group. We'll make it available right within the next 48 hours. Make it available at the WhatsApp group so you can listen to it again. This is a free webinar, so everybody have access to it. But those who are part of the paid program will have access to the paid program exclusively. But for this one, it's open, so we'll put it on YouTube and give you access to it within 48 hours. All right, I believe we've gotten value. All right, even if you're not going to be part of the program, this is value. All right, this is big stuff. If you know you got something from the conversation, put it in the comments. I know you don't like to use the comment. I'm not seeing these comments. Jesus Christ, I don't know what's going on. All right, just put it. Yes, a 15. Okay, I think I'm seeing it now. What happened? Okay, yeah. Can we access an example of past work? Of course, yes. You have as examples of past work. Peter said, thanks for the section. Oh, I'm not seeing it now. Timing. Okay, I've answered that. How do we get the video? Yeah, I mentioned that. The curriculum now to show transfer.
Two questions. Let's the curriculum and
Inka Dayo.
part of your
Inka
example.
Dayo. Inka Dayo. We're teaching you, you can hold us on this. We're teaching you Microsoft Excel. This whole program is about helping you from beginner level, whether you don't have experience at all. We touch some basic fundamentals that will take you into some little advanced, little, not so much. So we touched if statements, we talk, Microsoft will touch on if statements, we talked about
Hello?
what do you say?
Hello? You know why I've asked those questions? I've
Okay,
been
go
to
ahead.
so many boot camps like this. A lot. They will give us a lot of, things in their, opening session like this. In the end, you just see they'll just fuck up with their present. Everything will just be, for instance, after during their training, they will just be sending you video recordings on your WhatsApp. And in the course of doing that, you'll not be able to keep the records accurately. Everything will be mixed up. So it's all been a fast all from the beginning. I've been to so many boot camps on this very topic. I've been to so many, like 4, and I've wasted a lot of money. So with all this, that's why I'm very skeptical about anything anybody is going to say about it. That's why I'm asking those specific questions because of my experience with them. I've been doing this for the past 4 years in the UK, and everything is being just, everybody is just coming to tell us so many stuff. I have experience. I can drill anybody that we say they want to present anything. I will ask them relevant questions that will really stand the test of time to ensure that okay, we are actually enrolling on a good program that will not, disappoint us.
Okay,
Because
just a
along the
minute.
line, just see them coming with, okay, it's all right.
Just a minute. Let me see if I can pull out curriculum so you can see it. Just a minute. To show transparency. I just didn't want to waste our time, but let's see. Transparency is key. Yeah. All right, just a minute. Let me see if I can quickly pull that out. Okay. Analysis program. Good. Discuss outline. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, okay. Let me share this. Although I've updated this, but let me share this first. Let's take it off from here. Are you still there, Dio? At least the fact that there is
Yes, I'm there.
there are a lot of people who don't mean what they say. We know that, all right. So I understand your own point of view, and I've seen a lot of issues like that too. All right. So this is I've updated this anyway, but at least you can have an idea of what we have here. So this is Microsoft Excel for data analysis from foundation to advanced. We look at VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, index match, conditional formatting, data validation, drop-down list, name ranges. That's for Excel. We look at all that. We look at pivot tables, pivot charts, which is critical. Then, of course, you create your dashboard. So within the first 2 weekends, we should have covered Microsoft Excel. It's a serious crash course. It's not the everything about Microsoft Excel, but we touch the things that are needed as data analysts. Not everything is needed. We'll touch the most important thing. We'll talk about we'll create your first dashboard. I'll create one for you. And of course, you have access to a mini project for Microsoft Excel. At the end of Microsoft Excel, you're going to create your own personal one. And of course, we'll break it into groups to use all the learnings to create a dashboard using Microsoft Excel. So that's a group project. I told you you're going to have access to at least 4 projects before you leave the class. Okay, so this is 54. So that's that. Then we'll look at Microsoft Power BI. We look at Power BI Desktop. There's some aspects we'll look at data later. Power Query. I didn't touch Power Query. We'll talk about Power Query in Excel, but Power Query in Power BI. All right. We'll look at how to use it, different aspects to do your cleaning of your data. We'll look at the basics, then we'll look at data modeling, basics. Then we'll build an interactive dashboard. We'll use the visualization, we'll do sliders on it. You also have a project on Power BI. All right. Personal one, we have a group one. Okay. Then we also talked about dashboard storytelling. How do you now interpret? So in course of doing your group projects, you have to do interpretation of your dashboard and use tell stories about your dashboard, create the insights. You'll be guided. All right. So you do a presentation. Each group work is a presentation. So in between the classes, there's always going to be mini presentations in between. Okay. And then we also have SQL and Tableau. Now I've extended this from 5 weeks to 6 weeks because the last programs we had to rush through it. So we use 1 weekend for SQL. We also use 1 weekend for Tableau. All right. So that's why this is a 5 weeks. We extended it to 7 weeks. The last weekend is going to be preparation for your final project. So the 6th week, we will have 1 weekend which is Saturday and Sunday for SQL, 1 weekend which is for Tableau. For the fact that you understood Power BI, Tableau is just going to be chicken change. Tableau is a visualization tool. All right. Tableau leverages on Power BI. So if you have understood Power BI, all we just need to do is create some interactive dashboard with Tableau so you can see the differences. Most of the time, I still love to use my Power BI than my Tableau, but some people like to use Tableau than Power BI. So we'll look at the differences. I'm going to show you the differences there, how to create measures and different things. That's that. That is just basically it for the outlines. Then we have a final capstone project. I mentioned that. So while you are doing the courses going through, I'm just taking you through the different courses, different tools. You should be using that to prepare for the final capstone project. That one is not going to be that easy. So you have to work as a group to prepare for that. And this is that project that you come and do a presentation as a group on the Inside X Expo Day on the 7th weekend. So I think this is not bad, right? What's his name? So if we didn't do this, of course you have access to this particular outline. If you didn't do it, please hold us. I know you did. Kelvin just came up online and told you about it. Kelvin was part of the last board. The only reason why this will not be done is if you didn't do your own project. Because a lot of people, when they get into some people start early, start very well, but at the end of the day, I'm busy, I went to work, I did that. So it's just even if you do it. But everyone, if you're very serious, of course, at the end of the 7th week, you will come back and say, XII is different. And of course, that will help you to recommend it. Because I will put you on the next webinar for you to tell about your story. Okay? Are you still there, sir? You can unmute your mic, all right?
Yes, I'm still there. I'm listening.
So that's it. If you didn't do it, please hold me accountable. I'm on LinkedIn. Take a screenshot and post everywhere and let the world know that I didn't do it.
Okay, I can do that.
Just type my name, Terry Omodibo on LinkedIn. I think I have about over 2,000.
Yeah, I did one. One was a blue sky. What was blue something? I don't even know. I don't want to mention his name now. He just deceived us.
Don't advertise them on my video.
It's just a deceit. It's a deceit. Not even a single project.
I understand.
Very.
You'll be tired of project. Already in this free webinar, I've even showed most people will not even show you. I've even showed you where to get access to data sets. All right. So a lot of people will not show you where to get access to data sets. It's exclusive, but I've shown you where you get data sets. So even after the program, you can do lots of this by yourself. And like I mentioned, even after the program, you did a data set, you want feedback. Of course, I'm in the WhatsApp group there. Please, I need guidance for this. I'll just create time for us to have a conversation about it. The whole idea is we'll hold you until you get that job. That's the whole idea. But if you want to use it to start a business, why not? Same thing. You can, or you want to become a consultant in it, why not? Until you're able to start off strong, of course, we'll keep supporting you. Right? That's just it. So reach out to Grace. I think I've been transparent enough, right? Reach out to Grace. Let's get started. I look forward to seeing you in February so that we can rock this thing out, right? To pick my brain and then share everything I know. And then at the end of the day, I think you'll be good. So just reach out to Grace and just tell her you want to get started now so that she can give you access to how to commit. I guess you're going to do that, sir.
Can we see an example of any of your past trainings?
Okay, no problem, sir. I just give you a snapshot, please. That's fine. They are all here, don't worry. So let me share this. I'll just share my folder. I start from the folder, so I'll share starting from the folder. I'm doing this to be transparent. Okay, so these are the different materials from day one. You can see them there. This is the final project materials. You can see you're going to have access to, so we ask you to pick a group that fits where you are coming from, right? You want to focus on finance, healthcare, so we'll ask you to pick one before the end of the program. So these are different projects for different where you want to focus, depends on you. So you have to pick one. There are things inside, I don't think it's empty. So these are capstone projects, you can see that. Then also, this is for consulting, for finance, for sales. These are different projects that are there. This is the data set. This is for credit card data set. Is a credit card data set. This is a capstone brief. So you have a brief, which I'll give you a data set, we give you the brief. You go and interpret it. And then you come back and do a presentation and submit. You submit if it is the ones in between the course, you do a submission. But the final one is a present. Of course, at the end of every two, you do a mini presentation in the class before the next two will start. Yeah, I think I mentioned that already. So each material for each day is there. You can see day one resources is there. Okay, so let me open up one. So let me leave this one and let me go to these are different Excel sheets for it. So let me open, I think I uploaded a lot of them on Google Drive. So let me stop share. I'll open a Google Drive and open up some more things for you to see. Just a minute. Okay, this is the drive. Let me see. Oh. Just a minute. Yeah, I think I've seen the drive. Okay. Just a minute. Just give me a minute, please. Okay, so let me share from here. So that when I'm opening it, it's at least it's a bit transparent. Just a minute. Share. Google Drive. Okay, I guess you can see my Google Drive. You can unmute. You can unmute. So this is, you can see this is November 16 last updated, right? This is the Google Drive DABI program. So you can see different stuff there. The brief, queries, the data set, and all that. I'll open one for you, just a minute. So you can see foundational command. This is data cleaning.
Yeah, let's just see a video of one of your presentations. Let's just see a video of one of your, yes, to just see the way you your class and things like that. Let's just see it.
The video is on YouTube, and I told you I didn't give access to that.
Can you send the link so
Okay,
that we can just have a view?
should I shut this down and open the video and open YouTube instead?
It's all right.
Okay,
It's all right.
I think that's better than this one. That's better than this.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's even better than opening all this. Just a minute. That's fine. Net. That. Okay. So, YouTube. Okay. Channel content. Okay. All right. So YouTube change channel, switch channel, yeah, switch. Yeah, good. All right, so let me share this now. Okay, share this. Let me share my screen. So this is Success Image Institute. Initially, I had to share on my personal channel, but we've created a channel. I guess you can see my screen, right? So we created a channel for Success Image Institute. So this Success Image Institute channel. You see these videos now, they are all locked. Can you see the videos are locked? The videos are locked. You can see them. They're all locked because so, but you can see this 2 hours video. This is data analysis and business program. This is day 1, day 2. If you zoom, you can see day 1, day 2, day 3. So these are different videos. You can see how many minutes there. 2 hours. This is day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9. You can see all that there, right? So I ain't joking. They are locked, right? Currently, right now. Like I told you, we are trying to create an element, so we just upload. But normally in the elements, we upload the current class. We don't upload all this. This is past class now. So for the LMS,
The
we
purpose
upload current class.
the purpose for this just for us to have a view of what you have been talking about.
Yeah. So you can see they are not framed. There are videos there. You can see the numbers there, right?
But this doesn't mean anything to me because you have not shown me the video, so you are still saying the same thing all over again.
Okay, still want to what? Okay, just a minute. Let me play one. So I just opened this now public. All right, so let's go there. Play. Okay, so welcome to our day 5 class. Is it day 5 now? And with me, keep it very simple and focused. That's why I shared that. So your laptop is off? No, my laptop is on, but my data is on the, what do I call it? That's not my voice, that's a student. So I understand that. Let's remove this and put it as sales. Any of these designs that you want. To sort your data, let's sort this data now. Sort, small edges to use Bible charts and then insert. Now, this is trying to create a dashboard. This is slicers. Dash. Sometimes they intersect in my brain. I know there's created a dashboard. This was the end of the class where we created a dashboard using Excel. All right, on the class. Because you're going to do more visualization. Power BI will charge you clear as you want. You have your dashboard. Connection and all that. This was created in the class. You know how to get it at Africa team. No, I didn't join. Yeah, on the spot. Yes, I know, but what can you say? What do you have to say about this? I can't hear you. What is it? I don't know. Dashboard. So it's a Microsoft we're going to get PowerPoint, like I said. All right. And then take us through exactly how. Thank you very much. All the different processes. Creating your data. So I can share something that looks like this. Do I need to share anything that looks like this? What you should do. I think that's that. I think there are no more questions, sir. Or you want the template of what you should do? What do you want?
It's all right. It's all right. It's okay.
Yes, I want the templates.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So that's that. I guess there are no more questions. Okay, so I can give a template. I'm trying to stop this noise. Don't stick to it. Thank you very much. I think that's proof. Enough proof. There are other classes. I don't want to play this. This is 8 already. We're supposed to shut down this. But other classes are going to hold. And I said hold us to it. So that's it for me. Any other questions before we call it a day? Do you have any other questions, please? All right. So, Inka Dayo, I guess the proof is okay. Now, the next proof is your own proof now, the proof that you're going to be part of the class that we'll see in the class, and then we make that as the proof, real proof. All right. Dayo, you're not talking any longer. You've reached out to Grace.
Yeah.
Grace, Dayo has reached out to you, right?
Not yet, but I'm sure he will.
So, Dayo, what are you going to do?
Yeah, it's okay. I will reach out to her.
Reach out to her. Reach out to her. Let's get these things rocking, all right? There's enough proof. That's not an issue. Right? It's me you're coming to meet the class, not my boy. Like they do in Evil Land. They say, go and meet my boy. You finish doing the transaction, they say, go and meet my boy. No, no, no. You're learning from me, so it's me you're going to meet in the class. You saw that voice, that was me in the class. So you're still coming to meet me in the class. So you can ask all the questions you want to ask in the board and everything. So let's have you in the class. Look forward to that. Okay, so I look forward to you, reach out to you and others too. Peter, and Daya, you stay to the end. Vincent and others, you stay to the end. MS Friday. I'm looking forward to see every one of you in the class, and let's rock together. 2025 is going to be a blessed year. The month of February, we're going to start hard as much as possible. I don't like large classes, as small as we can run ourselves through. The smaller, not like I hate large numbers, but when we have smaller classes, a lot of the times you can reach out to everybody's needs per time and help everybody go through the class. So let's look forward to everyone in the class, right? Thank you so much for coming, even for taking our time to be here. I celebrate you. And for staying to the end, I celebrate you. Right? MS was at the beginning, he's still here. Friday came much later, but he's still here. I look forward to everyone. Have they reached out to you? Grace, Friday. Friday is in the UK. Peter, I think Peter is in the UK. Yeah. Peter, you're in the UK, right? Peter said, yeah, and the others too. Labisi, I think that's French, the UK too. So if you're in the UK, reach out. If you're in Nigeria, please reach out to those numbers and tell them you want to get started. They walk you through the process. It's so easy and smooth. And then after that, we take it a step further. Yeah, we take it a step further. So if you don't have everything to do at the time, take advantage of the offer. Just lock it down, lock down the offer with some and make your installments gradually until you're able to complete it. Of course, I said you can complete it after the class. After the class has started in February, you have an opportunity to also complete it. Use the whole of February to do your completion. That's not done anywhere, please. But I give that opportunity because I understand the peculiarities of the UK. If you have an opportunity to do it at the time, just go ahead and hit it. Make your payment and forget about it so that you don't have people dragging you for money you have not paid, you have not paid. It's not going to be nice, all right? You don't want to have issues with that. Let's just get money out of the way so that we can get the value up to you, all right? And our staff is going to support you. Success is here. Gumi is here. Grace is here. They're going to support you along the way. So thank you, everyone, for being a part of the class. We have to cut this down now. It's 8 o'clock already. All right, the class should end. If there are no more questions, comments, I've not reached out to you. Grace, I've not reached out to you. The day is ticking already. That's why I'm asking the questions now. The offer is for today. All right, so
Not yet. It's not night
reach
yet.
out to Grace.
The day is not over yet, so.
Yinka has promised to reach out to you. Peter, have you promised to reach out to Grace? Grace, put your number in the comments again. Let them have it, please. Like your number has gone out of the comments. It has gone too far.
Okay, I'll put it now.
Drop your number in the comment again. It's now I'm seeing a comment. I didn't even know. People were commenting. How come I wasn't? How come I was? I don't just understand why I couldn't. Okay, I think I wasn't patient enough. There are big taxes here. Yes, okay, yeah. Okay, Toshiba. I love to be part of the team to use data analysis to manage projects and also used it to bill of what? I didn't see all this. How come? Wow. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Lots of comments. I didn't see all this. What was I looking at? maybe because I was using a full screen, so I wasn't really looking at it. I was trying to update what's going on. Thank you, everyone, for making those comments. Yeah, I'm not seeing them. Thank you so much. All right, so we'll call it a day. Grace, I'll reach out to you. Think I don't come and stress me and don't reach out to Grace. All right, I also put those things in the video so that at least in the recording, so people can also see that we're transparent. All right, nothing to hide. It is our work. We know how to do it very well. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I've said thank you many times. We'll call it a day now so that everyone can go back to do whatever they have to do. And we look forward to see you guys. Have a very beautiful day. Over to you, Grace. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Terry, for a very time out there. That was very brilliant. And honestly, we already look forward, and I'm sure everyone on this call are already making the decision they're going to be joining. We believe them. 1 second. So, on behalf of all of us at Success Image International, I want to say thank you for joining this evening's session. It's past 9 in Nigeria already. So, this is commitment, and we want to say thank you. Thank you for your interest. My phone is open. Omawumi's phone is also open for your decision. Please hit us up to get the details to pay, the link to pay, and the account number to pay, depending on which of the options you're taking. And we look forward to seeing you in class on the 7th of February. Thank you very much, and God bless you. And if you do have any question, you can please reach out to us on any of the two numbers. We'll be more than willing to answer your questions. So have a very wonderful end of the week, and have a brilliant next week ahead. God bless you. Good night.